Hello everybody, welcome back to another review. This time I'm reviewing the show that happened on February 11th, 2020 at night, the night show in Osaka. Just like the last one, I'm going to get right into it because I don't have a lot of time to record these. First match is Leona Zaki versus Jamie Hayter. I guess they faced each other in singles matches a lot up until this point. I never really noticed, but Jamie apparently has noticed. I'm going to miss hearing Leo's entrance theme because it's really good. It's one of the better entrance themes in the promotion. And after losing what some could consider the GOAT opening theme of Kagetsu's, I'm really going to miss seeing this one too. I see QQ in the corner during the match. There was a part where Leo was just getting straight beat up by Jamie, and in the corner there was all three other QQ members. Utami was watching kind of worried like. She had a worried expression on her face. Azumi was just kind of normal watching, like as if she was, just super focused. But then Momo had this huge grin on her face. I don't know what that was about Momo, but especially when you go back and see that video of when Konami busted open Starlight Kid's face with a kick. And Momo was the one grimacing and Azumi was the one smiling. It's kind of reversed now. Well, the match ended with Jamie pinning Leo in 4 minutes and 21 seconds with the Ushigoroshi. It was a decent match. It was nothing special, but Leo really isn't that great of a wrestler, and she never will be because she's retiring. But it was all right. Next match, second match. It's B Priestley versus Konami versus Itsuki Hoshino. B and Konami basically shut Itsuki out early. They just kind of pushed her aside so that they could fight. But Itsuki did come back, and she was trying to put up a really good fight, showing lots of spirit. She didn't want to be left out. She did really well in the match. I want to give her props. But Itsuki really, really has trouble staying on her feet because she tripped again. I don't know if she's just getting nervous and, getting ahead of herself with her feet, but yeah. So the match ended with B pinning Itsuki Hoshino in 8 minutes and 10 seconds with a Kamigoi. So the third match is a high-speed Grand Prix match between Death Yamasan and Zoe Sky. I feel like Death has to lose here because if they want to keep things equal and to not give away who the finals are going to be already, they have to have Death lose here, because if Death wins, then she has like 6 points, I believe. No, because she lost twice. I don't know. I drew a thing to look at it, and it was a little confusing to me. So Zoe broke the cycle, the death cycle of where Death goes death, Yama, death, and then tries to run at her opponent in the corner. They usually end up reversing it and kicking her in the face 3 times. But Zoe stopped before the third one and ran up and hit her with an enziguri, I believe, a step-up enziguri. So she broke the cycle. It was pretty funny. So the match ended with Zoe pinning Death in 2 minutes and 43 seconds with the back cracker. Moving on to the fourth match, it is Stars versus Orotai. It's Tam Nakano, Starlight Kid, and Sai Ida versus Nassco Tora, Saki Kashima, and Natsu Samire. I'm curious as to where this whole Stars adoring Saya thing is leading to, because the only thing I can think of is her being sent to another team during the draft. It seems odd that they would build her up so much and put her in the spot like this for her not to do anything with her newfound spotlight. I mean, she's not going to be challenging for the red or white belt. She's nowhere close to that level. There are no mid-card belts for her to challenge for, since every quote-unquote mid-card belt is a gimmick belt that she doesn't fall in line with, because she's not a high-speed wrestler. And she is technically qualified for the high speed or the future belt, I believe, but that's not a mid-card belt. I think she's kind of above that right now. She could potentially challenge for the SWA belt, but it seems weird that they're putting so much effort into rising her up and making her seem more noticed just for her to go lose to Jamie. It's weird. I want Tam's theme like really bad, because I would legit listen to it in my free time, like at work and stuff. I would listen to it. Sai is taking a huge beating in the early parts of this match. Saki definitely needs a new outfit. I mean, it looks good on her, but she needs something that's hers and not Samire's. Nassco returned the face wash kicks in the first match and or in the beginning, day match and this match. I didn't really notice right off the bat in the first match. That's why I didn't really bring it up. But in this one, I noticed, and yeah, she has started doing them again. Tam succeeded with the 619 this time, and her celebration was cute. The first time she attempted it with Starlight Kid, she failed miserably, and then she kind of like sulked, which was just as cute. But this time she hit it pretty well, actually. She did really good, and she did a little jumping celebration. Tam ignores Nassco completely when she gets tagged in and runs right after Zaki, most likely to try to get back at her for how she is treating Mayu, which is interesting because now Tam technically has rivalries with, or feuds I guess, with 2 members of Odo Tai, with both Nassco and Zaki, so she just seems to be fighting everyone. Zaki pinned Eita. I forgot to put how long, and I don't really have time to go look it up, so sorry. During the aftermatch promo, Tam and Nassco start fighting. Starlight Kid and Samire start fighting. It looks like Stars and Odo Tai are going to be like rivals now with all the connections with Kagetsu gone. It used to be Odo Tai and Queen's Quest, with Stars and I guess TCS because of the whole jungle Mayu thing, you know. But it's looking like Stars and Odo Tai have a lot more of connections now, like rivalries and feuds, so they're most likely going to be the rivals. And I can see Donna del Mondo and QQ being the other 2 rivals, with TCS just being like the third wheel who just is against everyone. Number 5, the semi-main event, is Queen's Quest versus TCS. Momo Watanabe, Utami Hayashishita, and Azumi versus Hana Kimura, Jungle Leona, and Layla Hirsch. Layla's whole fish out of water gimmick is just one of the best things right now. It's super hilarious, especially since she's being partnered with the weirdest group in the promotion. Momo was using her left leg. She used her left leg. Her and Azumi were doing a kick combo against, I believe it was Layla, while Utami held her. And Momo was on the right side, meaning she was using her left leg, which is a rare occurrence, so don't skip this match because you don't get to see this very often. Ref took a very long time to start counting for Hana to let go of Azumi on the ropes. I don't know why, but the refs lately have really been dropping the ball on counting. I really wish Daichi was in more matches because he's just so good. Hana's really playing up the crowd. You can definitely see why she's where she is, because with how dead the crowd was, she's the only one who was able to get them consistently going. I mean, she had to basically coax them into it every single time, but she was the only one getting them going. Azumi with a tilt-a-whirl schoolboy. I was not expecting that. It was really good and super smooth. Momo kicked with her left leg again later in the match. Now this was crazy. This is honestly the craziest thing about the whole match. So then the match ended with Utami pinning Layla with a German suplex hold in 10 minutes and 57 seconds. Main event, Stars versus Donna del Mondo. Mayu Iwatani, Arisa Hoshiki, and Saya Iida versus Julia, Shuri, and Micah. For some reason, I noticed that Mayu has her stomach wrapped up. I'm not really sure what that's about. It's kind of weird, but Stars also couldn't remember how to say Donna del Mondo in their pre-match promo and called him Donna Monde. So first we have Donna del Voldemort, and now we have Donna Monde. It's pretty funny. I like the running joke that no one can remember how to say it. Kamitani with the back handsprings during her announcement still is awesome. They were very aggressive too. Mayu has a new armband, I noticed. I think this one might be designed to not fall down as easily, because in the last month or so, her armband would fall down a lot and her tattoo would show every single time, and they kind of try to not want to have the wrestlers show their tattoos, like the Stardom signed ones, because there's a stigma in Japan about tattoos in the Yakuza and whatnot. Micah and Kamitani start the match off. Arisa and Julia setting up something for the future, it looks like, during the match, as they got really, really into it. Like, they got super stiff. They seemed to be getting on each other's nerves really hard. I really loved it. I loved every single moment. This was honestly one of Julia's best matches that she's had in Stardom since, like, her Hana one. It was really, really good. Micah did a kind of pop-up slam, which was really cool. I don't really know how else to explain it, because it wasn't like a power slam or like a body slam or a power bomb or anything like that. It was more like an uranagi, but a pop-up uranagi. Just go watch the match and you'll know what I'm talking about. It looked really cool, and I'm hoping that was like a real move and not just a mistake. The match ends with Julia pinning Kamitani with a glorious driver in 17 minutes and 9 seconds. Julia then calls out Odo Tai to set up their title match, which they set a date. They kept saying 179. There was a little note above that to explain what the 179 was, but I couldn't really read it because it went too fast. And all I know is that it's going to be in Osaka. And the most interesting thing, I think, was that Donna Del Mondo didn't close out the show. Now, if you've watched any amount of Stardom shows, you should probably know that at the end, the winning team sits there and does their whole thing with the crowd to close out the show and like says goodbye or whatever. But Donna Del Mondo didn't do that. They basically were just like, we won, we're Donna Del Mondo, pose, then they walked off. And it was very confusing because, like, even my dad was like, oh, there must be another match. I'm like, no, that's the main event. He's like, yeah, but no one's leaving. I'm like, it's probably because they don't know what to do. They probably don't know the show just ended because they didn't close out the show. It was really weird. So there you go. That was a nice show. It was pretty good. I don't know which of the two shows were better, but I think like the last 3 to 4 matches of either show are for sure worth watching. Thank you for listening. Bye.